I hope you guys have had an amazing week so far. I am very, very excited today. I've just realized my glasses are filthy and I have a spot or something right here. It's okay. We will get on through this. Today has been a crazy day trying to do lots and lots of things. And one of them is the Christmas Stampathon challenge. We went live with our first challenge of the year at 9 o'clock this morning, Australian Eastern Standard Time. So before I tell you what the challenge is, for those of you who haven't heard, hey Sarah, those of you who haven't heard of the Christmas Stampathon, it's a challenge that a group of demonstrators and Stampin' Up! Enthusiasts do to get us ready for Christmas. So in order for us to be ready for Christmas, we make Christmas projects all the way from the end of January through to November. And by the end of November, the whole aim is that we have cards ready to go. All we have to do is write on them and pop them in the post. For the last, I think, 4 years, my child's ringing me. Can you? I need to deal with the child in just a second, but we will get this done. So by December, I'm ready to write the cards, send the cards. Doing that is a challenge in itself, but the cards do get out in the mail, I'm happy to say, and I'm happy I'm not scrambling to make the cards and then do all the other bits coming up to Christmas. So it's been a great relief and I've enjoyed doing the challenges. So I am part of the admin team with a lot of other ladies. We've got Ruth Trice, Shirley Jones, we've got Esther Howard, and we have welcomed 2 new admins for this year. We've got Candy Forey. She is a US peep and she has been a part of the group for a long time. And we've got Serene from the Netherlands. I'm not going to try and say her surname because it's just, there's too many I's and J's and Z's and things in there that I'm just not going to butcher, and I haven't heard her say it in real life. Well, talking to each other. So I'm just not going to butcher anyone's name. So you get lots of admin inspiration every month, and that is what we are going to make today. The January challenge, which we ask you to make multiple cards and is due by the 24th of February, your local time, is circles. So something, just using circles on your card. You could make a circle card or use circles in your card. So I have used many circles in my card, and this is what we're going to make today. I do have a bit of an injury at the moment, so this is going to be interesting because I've been to the physio this morning and he's stirred it up by treating it. So I'm a little bit sore and sorry for myself and just wearing a compression tubing just to try and help, which it currently isn't, but that's okay. So I am nice and prepared and have everything in a box, so we are ready to prepare. So if you have the So Very Merry stamp set, which I am well aware I did use for our November challenge to make cards, but we are using it again today, and I'm doing a little bit more with it, with colouring and all of those things. So I like to show the same sets but different ways to use them. So if you do want to, while you're watching me today or after you've watched me today, join up with the Christmas Stampathon. We are a Facebook group and we just ask that you share a photo and your country under the challenge graphic, and that's all you have to do. And we do a monthly highlight of our favorite participants. So that is it. Let's flip around, get everything sorted, turn off the light. I do need to talk to my husband for a second and we will get making this. So is everyone scared of starting Christmas cards so close after Christmas, or are you happy to? So I would love to know, and you'll be also very pleased to know I have a new office chair. We had a bit of a incident on Monday night where my other office chair completely broke, and I really do mean completely broke, and I ended up slipping off the chair onto the floor, but luckily it had a great warranty, and I now have a new very, very comfy chair. It is like so comfy, it's amazing. Okay, so that is card we're going to make. The products are here. Let me turn off the light and I'll be straight back. Could you please ring Owen and work out the days? He's rung me, but I can't ring back. There you go. Family life, all sorted. Love it, love it. So who do we have with us? Hello, Miss Margene. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Brenton, Nicole, and Ida. Great to have you here. Nicole, this is working out really well. You are able to catch me live. So let's go through what we are going to be using. So we have the So Very Merry stamp set. There is one thing I may not have grabbed out. We have the painted texture embossing folder just to add some interest to the background. We do have and I don't have all the patterns here, but we do have the Vellum Basics 12 by 12 designer series paper. I've just got the scraps here because that's what I'm using, but you get the diagonal stripe, you've got a polka dot, and there is also a leaf pattern in this. And the other one we are using, I've even got them here. I was smart and had them out. And we are going to use this gorgeous Poppy Parade paper from the 2022 to 2024. It's Sweet Sorbet, Sweet Sorbet in the in colored texture. So this is gorgeous, and it's got a really nice shimmer to it. And this is the Vellum Basics 12 by 12 designer series paper. And this, if I can get my hand under this, is, let's see, because this is the leaf pattern. So it's gorgeous and fine. I really do love it. Hey Jane, how are you? I'm so glad. Yes, Margene, the new chair, I just had to take the old chair into the store and they changed it over. I was very impressed with Officeworks in Australia. I've just dropped the vellum onto the floor. So yeah, I was really happy, and I got a better chair than what I got last time, so I just had to pay the difference. And I must say, the last chair I had, when I leant over to the floor, I'd either feel like I'm slipping off the chair, or I would stand up, get it, then sit back down. Where this chair, I just lean over and I grab it. I've also used these embellishments because they're circles and they're sparkly. The faceted gems, so these have carried over from the September to December mini catalogue. We've got those. I've got our circle punches. So I've got 1 1/4, 2 3/8, and 2 inch. So I've got those. And for those of you wondering, while I situate these back in the box, actually, I really don't have to situate them back in the box. The colours we are using are Orchid Oasis, Starry Sky, and Sweet Sorbet. So using in colours, but I think they make the perfect Christmas colours. Now I have been a little crafty and smart, and I've actually already sort of started colouring these in while I was waiting. I was waiting for an email, which is why Owen has rung me, because I was waiting for an email and I needed his reply to finish the email. So I am going to start. I need to stamp one more of our Santas. So this one here, I've got it all set up in my stamp positioning tool. And look, I have it like perfectly set up. We are going to be using Memento ink because we are going to be using Stampin' blends. So just make sure you have the right ink for the right purpose, because I actually had this conversation, so Memento Tuxedo Black. I actually had this conversation with a team member, a customer at my class on Sunday. So she said, Ellen, I've got this ink and I just can't remember what it's used for. And then we ended up using it in class, and it was the Stays On ink. And I said, okay. She said, yes, it's this one, Stays On. What do I use it for? I said, this is used for watercoloring, and this is a waterproof ink. And she went, oh, okay, right. Now I know why I bought it from whatever class she bought it from, because we did do watercoloring in that class. So I've just stamped this image twice to get a really, really nice, crisp, bold image. So this is on basic white cardstock. And then we're just going to punch it out. Now, if going back to our Stays On ink, if we were going to, so 2 3/8 punch, if we were going to try and use our Stampin' blends with our Stays On ink, the Stays On ink will actually bleed, where this Memento ink is designed to go with the alcohol in the markers and does not bleed. Okay, just punch that buddy out. I've got plenty of scrap. I will trim that off later so we can use that scrap. So we're only using this big punch once, and I am going to get on with the colouring. And thankfully Stampin' Up has given me the 3 main colours of this card in Stampin' blends. So we're going to use Orchid Oasis, Sweet Sorbet. I've got Grey Granite. We're going to use a little bit of basic black, Smoky Slate, some Bubble Bath for the nose and the cheek, and what else did I use? I used a little bit of basic black. So you can see here, I've already started with a little bit of random colouring, because I want to let this set and dry for a little bit. And let's go in with our Sweet Sorbet. So I've kept, and I will bring this up for you, I've kept the colouring really simple because we've got these blocks. All I have done is used one singular colour without any blending on each block. Okay, and there's this block kind of annoys me, but I do now have a solution for it because they're the same colors up against each other. But I do have a solution, and I have gone in with a little bit of shading in just one singular color just to really elevate this image so it doesn't look quite so flat. Okay, everyone's saying hello to each other. So is anyone here going, oh my God, it's too early for this kind of stuff? Or are you with me and they're going, yeah, Ellen, we're ready for this just to be prepared? Because you know what the end of the year will look like for you. So all I do, so you're going to have to forgive my colouring because just a little bit of pain. I probably should have come home and had something to help with that, but we shall. It's not sore unless I move it. So yes. Okay, so these pieces, I just love that you've got a lot of chances to put detail in this, or you can do like I did last month and just go for a single stamped image and go for no color. So this should be dry enough now, so if I touch the stamp lines, it shouldn't, note the word shouldn't, bleed. That is our hope. I'm not too worried if I go into the other ones because I'm going to be using a very similar colour. So they will just blend out. Okay. Great. So that is all the dark sweet sorbet that we will be using. Now I'm going in with our light sweet sorbet. Oh yeah, absolutely, Margine, yeah. But then I get to the end of the year and I want to use all of those stamps and make so many things with it. Okay, so just going in with our light. I will come back and we can kind of, oh dear, that's okay. I'm going in with quite a dark blue, so that will be fine. Okay, so for these pieces, I'll just come in here. Did go over just a titch, but I'm not too bothered because it's a handmade card. Okay, so what I want to do, because we've got light and light together, I want to give a second layer to just the shoulder of his Santa suit, just to give it not as dark as the dark, but lighter than the light. So often you can go over with 2 layers just to help that along. So finish with the sweet sorbet. I may come in now with the grey granite. I love grey granite. It just works so beautifully. Now I'm going to use this same 2-layer trick a couple of times in this. So I think I'm going to use the little end. Just make it a little bit easier. Hey Bev, how are you? No, Jane, this is the January challenge. So the challenge went up at 9 a.m. Our time this morning. So yeah, you have not missed the first challenge. It started today. So you have until the 20, is this the dark or the light? This is the light. That's okay. I'll do it in a different pattern. That's okay. I do need to go the other side. So yes, you've got till the 24th of February, your local time, to get the entries up and in to the Facebook group. There we go. That's a little better. I'm really not worried going outside the lines on this one because it's got such big areas, and because I'm going in with the light first and then I'm going back with the dark. Just grab that little spot there. I do find rotating my images really helps. And with this one, I'm just going over. And the great thing is these markers don't give you the streak lines that a normal marker does. Okay, so we've got 2 next to each other here and the same here. Just let me just get a little bit closer to the edge. So what I want to do, I'm thinking with this one, I want to give this a second layer so you can see much better in this area that it's not the same color as these two, but it's also not the same color as the dark. Oh, yes, that's correct. Questioning me talking. So you can see I'm getting streaks as I put it down, but those streaks just soften. Now, if you're going in with the second layer, I do recommend you just let it dry for a little bit and then go in, and then you get a better contrast. I think Lisa Atley's going amazing because she's hanging out with us. Hey, Donna and Dawn, how are you? Doesn't bother me. You like, I like that you like to be prepared, Brenton. I may have to do another layer because I kind of lost where I was up to on here. And once again, that doesn't matter. Great. So just go in with the dark on our original one. So this is a great, you could, it's a great activity to take on the go. I need the dark. What's the dark? Light. It doesn't help. This is smoky slate. I didn't actually get the correct one. Helpful ivory. There we go. Helps if you have the right color. So it's on the barrel, dark grey granite. That is going to help us immensely. Yes, it is Friday. I mean, no, it's not actually Friday, but we do have a public holiday tomorrow. So Thursday is the new Friday this week, which is great. But I do plan on doing a whole lot of work tomorrow. I had class last week, which was awesome. So I had that on Sunday, my in-person class. And what I am doing this weekend, besides my team meeting on Sunday, I am going to be filming the cards that we made. So you guys can purchase that as a PDF and video links. So you can also do the class with me. So this month's class, or this current class that I've got, is all about celebration. So we've used a whole lot of celebration products. So if you want that class, just contact me and I can send you through the link, and it's $10 Australian. EOM is a great... Oh, end of month, yeah. And you've only got a couple of days next week for end of month as well. Well, at least you're busy, Lisa. It'd be worse if you're at work and there was nothing to do. That's why I love my job, because I always have work. So this is ivory just for the skin. You could use any of our naturals for that. I just happened to grab the ivory. I have light bubble bath for his nose because I'm imagining him in the snow. So he's going to have a pink nose and a pink rosy cheek. I've done that on all three. I think I need to grab in now. This is my light basic black, so I just want to color in his glove. Now there, I'll show you here on the uncolored one, there's a whole lot of different sections in there between his jacket and the sack. I just color them black because I just do not have the dexterity nor the patience to color in that light, that tiny. So I'm just using the bullet end for this, just so I've got a little bit more precision. And then all I have to do is go in and do this stained glass background. So there we go. I've done everything there. I'll show you what I do for his fur hat, his pom-pom, and just a little bit of basic shading. So we have Starry Sky, which is what I've used to stamp here. And I just love the pop of Starry Sky. So you can see I've already done this one completely except for the shading. And these two, I think I've done the light, and I need to go back in with the dark. We will do the light first, because I think I need to add in here this section in the light. And I'm going to do that double up technique again to just make it that little bit darker. So this is where I just, with a calm hand, try and keep it calm and precise, and I just put a dot right in there. Now it doesn't matter if that one's actually particularly messy, because I'm going to be going over with another layer. So I may need to stop talking here, although I say that as I'm talking. It's very light hand. Okay. Twist and turn. Done. I'll do these two pieces together. Oh, how was that line? That's pretty impressive. I'm happy with that. You can go all the way up here, then all the way around. Put a dot there. And then just this tiny bit here. Light, dark, medium, light, dark, light. Okay, that is that done. Hey Chris, how are you? Long time no see, Chris. I feel like it's been a while. I apologize if I've missed you and you have actually been here. I feel like we're incredibly zoomed in, and I don't think I can zoom out. I think YouTube has been having some issues recently. So just carefully go around the back of his hat here. Right. There we go. Feel like I'm going cross-eyed, just trying to get this detail. But as I said, a great thing to take if you've got to wait somewhere and you know there's going to be a table. Like for me, I have a table at karate that I can go and take stuff to. That's going to be my job tonight, actually. I'm going to cut up for class on Sunday, or I'm going to be cutting up for class on Sunday, because it's kind of dead time. If I don't sit there and do something, which sometimes I don't, but just this week I actually have things to do. So I did have an offer from a team member who is amazing, and she often, if I am short of time, she will do my cutting up for me, which is amazing, just around team meeting time. But tonight I was going to ring her, and then talking to you guys, I've actually realized I've got the time. So hopefully this colouring isn't too boring, and I'm showing you that you can actually be very simple and still get a beautiful smooth result, except for this one. But as I said, we're going over with another layer. And you could do a very similar thing with the angel. Even the bells, you can get gorgeous detail. I will try and remember to use the bells at some stage, because I haven't. And you could use some of our gorgeous yellows and gold kind of colouring. Wild wheat would look good. What am I thinking? You could do wild wheat, daffodil delight, and lemon lolly on that. You could go even further and use 3, because you've got the much smaller sections. Yes.
Ta-da.
Ta-da. Very nice. Ah, very nice. Lavender has purple shoelaces. Which ones are they? Your work shoes or the other shoes?
Work shoes.
Why are you wearing work shoes? You're not working.
I know, but they're comfy.
They're comfy, okay. Say hi to Toby for me, and I'll see you this afternoon. We won't be home till about 5:30.
Yeah.
And I'm picking up Owen on the way home.
Okay.
Okay?
Bye-bye.
Cool. Now that everyone knows what I'm doing this afternoon, please no one come and try and break into my house. Would you consider swiping Versamark over the finished image? Yes, that would be awesome. That would look really good and make it look incredibly stained glass. So, yeah, covering it in Versamark and doing that would look amazing. Okay, I need to bring this light one back, and we just need to do this section on both. But I just like how moody it is. Are we sure this is a light? Yes, it is. And I shouldn't move my hand like that without actually thinking about it. But anyway, I've got exercises to do, which are basically just stretches. But we've just got to get my muscles to release and stay released. So if you guys could all tell my muscles to do that, that'd be amazing. Okay, so this one, do the same thing. So you can see it's darker, but that one I think I put 3 layers on actually, which probably is a bit too far, but it is a difference without being too dark, and it just allows that little section to shine. Okay, and oh, that's the actual card, Ellen. Look at me picking it up. Okay, this one I think I'm just going to do the little section just to be different. Okay. So that is the basics of our colouring. Now I'm going to add some depth. So I'll just show you this card again. I've gone through here just to add some shadow. I've also gone under the bag. But you can see also I've done it, made sure the beard, his fluffy bit on his hat and his pom-pom have some shading. And it just then makes them, even though they look, oh no, I'll show you the difference between them both. So I think this one looks very, very stark, where this one, when I've added the shading, it actually just gives it some life. You can, if you prefer this one, don't do this step, and that's totally fine. But if you like to add a little bit of depth, go ahead and do that. Muscles release. What? Hang on. My little emoji is covering up a word in that comment. Muscles release. I don't know what I'm missing. Oh, yes, my muscles release. Yes, they do need to. Thank you for the vibes. Oh, I'm going to use my little end, and I'm going to stop tremoring and do that. And it's my good hand that's tremoring, not my bad arm. Dearie, dearie me. So I'm just going along with as neat a line as what I can muster, and going through all the colours. So going through all the colours there. I'm going to go under here. So it just makes that red darker, and a little bit here at the end, and that's pretty much it. So that's it. They're the only places, but I really are. And I can also just do the tinsiest of lines under his hat. And I didn't do that on the original one, but I can add that now. Oh, I like that because it's big and bulky. You're going to get that. Okay, so a little bit under there, just under the sack, and then all the way here through all the colours, and then just a little bit on the pom-pom, and we're all good. It's 2 done. Now don't feel you need to make 4 cards. We do only say for the challenge, please make multiple cards, because we understand not everyone needs this many cards. And if you have cards left over, a pack of Christmas cards can make a fantastic gift for someone who may want to send cards. So they can put them away, and then they can send some cards next year to their loved ones. Okay, right. All done with that. How much time have we used? Far too much, but we're here and we are having fun. What do I want to do next? I probably want to do my sentiment. So I'm just going to get all my bits. Where's my dish? Just going to get all my bits in the dish. They're away and we are not getting things everywhere. Stamp. So I liked the 'Tis the Season to Be Jolly because it's Santa and Santa's a jolly figure. Okay, so this, I think I can get one there or one there. I think I worked out that I couldn't. So this is Orchid Oasis cardstock. Hey Jen, how are you? Missed seeing you, my lovely. Oh, that one can go in there as well. So I've got Orchid Oasis cardstock, but I'm stamping on with Starry Sky. Just wanted a little bit of difference. So this can go here. Nice. And then I have 2 others to do. So I'm just going to do 1 each end. I am very aware that I just got ink on this block. I don't know why. And surprisingly, I can stamp fine. It's just rotating my arm. That can go over there. I'm just going to get my cloth. If you were my cloth, where would you be? Ah, right there. Hiding. Hiding, hiding. How rude. Okay, I'm just going to give this a big wipe off. Just remove all that excess ink, and then I will use my stamp chamois later to finish that cleaning job. Now, if we're smart, we are going to close this ink pad, and that is all the stamping for the card. So I would love to challenge you, of course, to try the Christmas Stampathon challenge, but in doing that, I would love to see you step out of your comfort zone. So this isn't out of my comfort zone, but I would love to do a circle card sometime in the near future, because it is something I haven't done in a really, really long time. It sounds terrible using the punches on glass. It's something I always go, oh, now, did I stamp this too far down? Not quite. There we go. So I've got 3 of those done. Awesome. So next, while we're punching, I might as well grab our scrap of Vellum Basic, and I did like using the stripe. I just thought that was lovely, and this is our 1 3/4 inch punch. So these are all of our circle elements that we are going with. 2. And trying to be conservative and just get them as close as what I can, and then I just snip these off, and then I'm left with still a very, very usable scrap. So the last circle I have to do is this one. Oh, very itchy nose. I'm just going to pop this in here so then I know it's safe and it's not falling on the floor. So the last bit we need is our textured in colour cardstock. So this has all of the in colours in it. So this one has Parakeet Party, Azure, hang on, let me grab them. We've got Parakeet Party, Tahitian Tide, Sweet Sorbet, Orchid Oasis and Starry Sky, all in this one. So this is a lighter weight cardstock, but I'm hoping you can see that sheen. It's just got that really nice shiny sheen on it. Now, I'm actually going to have to measure this. I think I did use the bigger one. I'm just going to punch 1 and then we shall see which one I use. There are no inky things around. Now, did I use that one? Yes, I did. I'm just going to get 3 of those. 2 and 1 more. Oh, damn. I'm going to need another one. Did I do it again? Do you know what? I didn't need that other one because I do tuck it under. But anyway, it's all good. 1, 2, and 3. And then I've got an extra for this use it up box. All is good. So let's do some embossing. Everyone's going to have to pray for me for this one because I have to pick up the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine with my left hand. I am right-handed. So let's pop these things that we don't need for the moment away, but grab out our basic grey cardstock and our painted texture. So if you weren't to use painted texture for the background, what embossing folder would you use out of your stash? You have a cheek mouse bite. What do you mean? A cheeky mouse bite? Oh, I do have a cheeky mouse bite. You are right. Sorry, Nicole. Took me a second. Okay, left hand done. Grab the plates required. So because we're embossing, and this is a 3D embossing folder, we need plate 1 and plate 4. So we're just going to have to crank this through 3 times because I did run out of time because there was an urgent email I had to reply to that I still haven't replied to because we're waiting to hear from Owen, but he has now hopefully spoken to David and we have the answers we require. So there we go. Close that. I love that this is non-directional, so it's not turn it around and use my left hand, which is easy. I can still use my left hand very, very easily on the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I don't actually have to struggle. It just rolls through so easily. So even though I don't want to stress my right arm, my left arm's going to bulk up. And maybe then I might turn into being ambidextrous. Do you reckon? Okay, that through. I am just holding the top just so it doesn't slide. It won't slide. It's a habit from having not so secure machines for a lot of my crafting life. They were never super duper secure. Okay, so that one's there. Cranking that through. There we go. Last one. So that didn't take long at all. So I'm going to pop this away properly, or as properly as what I can, just to get it out of the way. Out of the way, and so I don't need to pick it up off the floor and get tempted to use my right hand. So painted texture. Great. So everyone would use the painted texture with me. So let's start some assembling. I'll pop this away. I have 3 Orchid Oasis card fronts. So this is where we shall start. So is everyone getting ideas for their own Christmas Stampathon projects? Because I can only hope I'm going to get some great inspiration. Because circles are so usable, I can use them in so many different ways. Try again. My dear word. Okay. Great. Whoops. What's going on here? I stopped my own feed. There we go. So I love doing a side fold for both my landscape and my portrait cards. Doesn't always work out that way because I'll have a particular piece of paper and just want to use that piece. But if I can, oops, sorry guys, just getting my big block ready to glue down. Just use some pressure to hold this textured embossing down. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. I keep forgetting this is a new glue and I press a little too hard. Okay. Just going to, oh, I knew that would go way too far. That is just one tinsy. There we go. Okay. Block on top. Just so I'm not pushing down on it because I don't want to lose the texture in the embossing. But I just want to place it there just to get that to it here as nicely as what we would like. Okay. Try again. Okay, now just need to, there we go, that's good. And I will pop that under there as well. And just one more to go. And the only thing that I have made dimensional is our Santa. Everything else is just getting stuck down straight on. So, which is nice and easy. And I can see here, I wasn't concentrating there at all. I do just need to either pull that off, that'll work, or I was going to say, let's snip it off. Okay, this needs to come all the way down. This is why I use wet glue, just so I can do these tinsy adjustments. That's good. Pop that under and over. Under and over there. Great. So I'm going to bring through our pieces, just pop some dimensionals on the back of our friends, our Santa friends. I do have an edge that I will happily use and get rid of. Let's see what it's like using scissors. Oh, using scissors is fine. I did get asked by my physio if I had been, and my physio knows me very, very well. I've known him since he was in school, as in he was tiny. And he said, you haven't been in go-karts, have you? And I went, no, why? And he said, this kind of injury a lot of people get when they go go-karting. And I went, you're kidding. And he went, no. Now, before you put on the dimensionals, if we wanted to make these glossy with embossing folder, as Nicole suggested, I think it was Nicole. Oh, thank you, Bev. Yes, I would love thumbs up. That helps you find me, and it does help other people find us as well. Yes, Nicole's idea was to, once these are all coloured, to pounce these completely in Versamark and then cover it with clear embossing powder to make it look like a stained glass, which was great. Wow, you've used all of the basics. Yeah, no, oh my God. Nicole, no, I've not. I could not imagine trying to get into a go-kart, let alone me getting out of a go-kart. So for those of you who know me in real life, like in person, would know I actually use an electric wheelchair a lot of the time. And getting up and down off the floor is just no thank you very much. So yeah, that's highly amusing to me, but yes, no thank you. No. Okay, they are done. So next what I'm going to start with is popping down our textured specialty paper, just because I know, because I do want to refine how I've assembled this, but I've got somewhere to start with. And I know where I'm going. Put it that way. So I kind of want that there. Okay. And yes, each time I'm just going to go back with this. Oh, and about there. Now we'll slide around because we're using the textured paper, which is why we're just going under the weight. Helps us so much. And the vellum will be the last thing I put on because I need to hide the glue for that one. And I'm sorry, I'm doing things off screen. You have to yell at me when I'm off screen. Okay, and this one, about, I just want to over a bit more. Yeah, about there. Okay, so pop this one on the bottom. Now, I do want to come in with our 3 sentiments, which are all, oh, there we go, 1, 2, 3. Pop that vellum back in because that will very, very easily fly away on us. Okay. Bit more glue. Just 3. I just got that all in my finger. Right. And David's now laughing at me. He's not laughing at me, but he's got poorly timed laughing. Okay, so I want to pop that down there because I can see where I'm going with this. When I was making it, I had all 4 pieces there and I was like shuffling them around and yeah. Yes, you love a good mass produce, Cindy. Hello, Miss Bonnie. Oh, yes, please do watch the replay. Please do watch the replay. Okay, you'd use one of, okay, Brenton, I've got you now. You'd use one of the basics embossing folders, and they are awesome. Those embossing folders, I do love them. They are just so incredibly useful. Okay, I think we can go up a little bit more there. Let's pop this under there, and one more of these to go. So yeah, Bonnie, you missed all our fun colouring, got interrupted by Owen, who's not even in the house. It all happened. It was a momentary, Owen's ringing. So, yes. Okay, so I've got my little bin here, which I received from Bonnie. I was going to grab a scrap bin. It's like, no, I've got a bin next to me. It's a very cute bin. One of the ones that hangs off the side of your desk. Mine isn't quite, mine's off the side of my other desk, but it still works the same way and it works amazingly well. So I'm going to be a bit crafty here and kind of sort of have that placed and not drop it like I just did. Oh, there we go. And he's not going on upside down either. You know what? I'm just going to do 1 dot of glue. That is all we will need. Okay. And I've still got wiggle room with it. Oh, quite happy with that. So that's all stuck down. I can wiggle that a little bit more. And that is that done, except for our embellishing. So let me put my big, and this is the F block. It's amazing to use as a paperweight. Sorry, a little off topic, but just had to share our 17-week-old German Shepherd puppy finding his stubborn spot. He didn't want to go for a walk, so he sat down and refused to move. Oh my God, that's so cute. It's even cute when children do that, because you just want to laugh at them in their face and go, seriously? I'm the boss here. You are going for a walk. Or whatever they want to do. Oh, I miss Marley doing that, Bev. So cute. So cute. Okay, so kind of pop that there. Glue's still wet, so we've got a bit of wiggle time. Got the take your pick tool. Right. Going to pull that out just a little bit there. Nice, perfect, loving these. Very, very happy, and so much easier adhering them together like this than the way I did it when I designed the first card. Oh my dear word, it was a bit of a schmozzle, but that's okay. Just because you're trying to get everything in the right place. Oh my dear word. So how long have you had the puppy? Is it he or she? Oh, how long have you had him? If he's 17 weeks, how many weeks was he when you got him? And how's he going? Is he fairly obedient, or have you been able to get him into puppy school? I hear they're very popular and hard to get into. Please leave, thank you. Not you guys, the glue off my hand. Too far down, about there. Perfect, great. Now, for our finishing touch, where are they? Okay. I was going to say someone stole them, but they didn't. So for our finishing touch, I just wanted to add, now these are smoky slate, but they just worked really well. So in here you get the Lost Lagoon smoky slate and the clear or white. But I just thought the smoky slate ones worked well, but I might use a mix of both, because I'd hate to finish a colour and like need one more or something like that. So just using 3 on each card, because they are a little larger in the whole embellishment stakes. So I'm going to go and use the clear here. Well, they call it white. So here I'm just tucking it under to create some connection, and these really do just guide your eye around the project. And then this one, where did that one go? Come on, please. I want it up, sticker and all. Thank you. And then this one, the perfect dissection spot. There you've got your 3 triangle, and in that triangle you do get all the pieces of the card. So that's great. Let's go in here, and I'm just going to tuck that under, only just tucked under, but still does create the sense of connection. And then one just there, and then one in this connection point just there. So it just adds more circles. And I think it does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It creates an odd number, which is great. I like working with odd numbers. It is a lot more pleasing to the eye than using even numbers. I don't know what the science is behind that, but it is actually a real thing. So I'm going to have 2 clear and 2 smoky slate, which will work out perfectly. Please, thank you. And just there. Great. So thank you so much. How long did we take? Just over an hour. That's not too bad. So I have done my 4 cards for the Christmas Stampathon. This little piece of card is not being helpful. So to finish up, I just need to put my cap on my glue. And then I will go through everything that we have used. Oh, you've had him 8 weeks. Oh my God. It was a long time ago we had a puppy, but oh my God, Chester was so cute. So, yes. Okay, so the cards. What have we used? We used the So Very Merry stamp set. So we just used this one here and the sentiment. We used the painted texture embossing folder for our backgrounds. We used, oh, I almost grabbed them in one hand. We used all these blends, and they are going to go back. From the Designer Series paper, we've got the Vellum Basics 12 by 12 and the 22 to 24 in color textured specialty paper, and of course the gems that I have now just lost. How did I lose them? No, I haven't. They're just off to the side. So these gems are the Faceted Gems Trio Pack. You won't find them in a catalogue, but they are available online as they were a carry-over item. Yes, they're a great... I didn't want to go super full-on like traditional Christmas. So the colours we've used Orchid Oasis. We have used Starry Sky, Sweet Sorbet. We have used Grey Granite twice. So I've used all the colours multiple times to make the colours work. We used a little bit basic black, a little bit of basic black and a touch of basic grey ivory and the bubble bath. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for the encouragement. Don't forget thumbs up on the video so we can have more people join us, and then it helps the algorithm me come up in your algorithm feeds. Please come over and join us in the Christmas Stampathon. I will put that link in just a second in the description box so you can come find us, or if you can remember it, Christmas Stampathon 2024. Search that on Facebook, find us, answer the questions, and we will admit you into the group. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will be back with you on Tuesday. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.